The VHS beta has some problems. But for once in the game's history that I have seen, it isn't the game itself that's the problem. Allow me to preface this video by saying that even though I have my doubts the devs of the game will ever actually see this video, I will be structuring it as though I am speaking directly to the devs of this game. So, with that out of the way, let us begin. Listen, devs, you are going to hate me, but I am your best friend because I am the only man who is about to tell you the truth. You fucked up. It's clear as day you weren't ready for closed beta, but now that you're in it, you have to move fast because you do not have as much time as you think you do anymore. According to the community estimates, the first wave of keys was very small, too small. Like it or not, people expect more. And you can say the closed beta is for the devs all you like, but I'm sorry to tell you this, but the bulk of your customer base will never see it that way no matter how many times you say it. Let's go over the list of mistakes you have made so far. You didn't test the website with proxy accounts before the announced date of closed beta, leading to a delay when the system, in your own words, exploded. That was an amateur mistake. If you had run proxies and tested it beforehand, you would have known there was a problem and could have fixed it without causing a delay. The next big mistake was announcing that keys would be a lottery system and not a waiting list for signups. The day you said that, there was 10,000 signups and barely any of them were new people. It was bot accounts people made to increase their odds, and now that you have a black market for keys and scammers, you have no way of handling any of it. That wouldn't have happened if you had made it a waiting list. Not to mention, it would have been more fair to the people who have been waiting already. There are people who have been signed up and supporting you for months, and that support doesn't come for free. You can call them toxic or entitled for keys all you want, but you've been acting entitled to their time and support. People are angry, and I can't even say that any of them are wrong because you don't know what kind of lives any of them are living. They could be factory workers, construction workers, they could be working 12-hour days, and their time, money, and support has to be earned, and the time that they invested needs to be respected. Then, on top of all of that, the first wave was too small. The community estimates that the number that actually got in can be counted in the hundreds when you have tens of thousands, if not 100,000 or more people waiting. And you haven't released a second wave now for over a week. If you weren't ready for more people, you shouldn't have gone to closed beta. As long as a playable version of the game was not out, and people were waiting for a release of some kind, they were happy to do so. The second you went to closed beta, however, a playable version of the game, closed or otherwise, now exists, and they all want in. And they have every right to want in. And like it or not, your job changed from game development to server development. The second you even announced closed beta, you activated a ticking time bomb. The longer it takes, the closer this all gets to exploding in your face. You do not have the time to worry about minor bug fixes right now. Gamers will forgive a few bugs in a beta, but what they will absolutely not forgive is not getting access. And what's worse, you are not forming a brand new community from this. People are looking to you from the DBD community as they're out. And the longer you take, the more you convince them to stay with DBD. I said it before and I'll say it again. Never forget that their support has to be earned. It's not a given. And I know that you've been banning people in your Discord for complaining, and I'm not saying you didn't have any right to do so, but what you need to understand is that banning people and deleting channels doesn't make the complaints or frustration in those complaints disappear. The customer is king, whether he is a jerk or not, because the customer is the only boss that you will ever have that can fire the CEO all the way down just by choosing to spend his money elsewhere. Listen, what I want more than anything is to see you succeed. You have a fantastic product, but it doesn't do you any good if no one can play it. Whether you are ready for it or not, you're in deep now, and there's only so much goodwill from your customers you can use up before it's gone. Whatever is stopping people from getting in, whether it's server issues or just your own sense of perfectionism, I suggest you fix it and fast, because right now, that is the only thing that can hold you back from your success.